All right, and we're back. So, I got my soldering iron. I'm gonna put my safety goggles on. Actually, I need to do some stuff first. Okay. So, these are helpful. I use them to wipe the solder off. I'm using a battery powered one, which is kind of bad for batteries, but I'm lazy right now. And I need, just in case, my solder sucker. And where my solder at? Oh, haha, solder. Okay, all right. So the first thing I'm going to do is take the broken cable, and apologies because it's a little far, but I'm going to take the broken cable and kind of plug it back in where it's supposed to be. Oh, this is going to be kind of tricky because the PCB needs to be all right. Holy stars, this is hard. This wire is real short. How in the world did they get this in the first place? Hmm. Oh, yeah, okay. So there's a tiny little wire coming out of here that looks like it needs to be soldered on. How in the world am I going to do that with this whole thing in the way? Well, that's tricky. That is really, really difficult to do by hand. Okay, so that's how it needs to be plugged in, but like, okay, that's gonna be a super big pain in the ass. Welcome to fixing things. Also known as a sailor's course in fixing electronics, because I swear a lot when I fix stuff. Okay, alright, so let me think. The PCB is kind of in the way. So what I can do, okay, here, I think I have a solution. Because I also need to plug in the battery before I close this up. So what I'm gonna do, okay, what I'm gonna do, so the issue is that this tiny red wire needs to be plugged in under the PCB, but there's just not enough room to do that. I can't get my PCB in, and then I also I can't get my soldering iron in, and then even if I was able to do that, which I could be a little sneaky and touch something else to melt the solder, um, even if I were able to do that, I still have to plug the battery back in, and I do not want the battery plugged in while I'm soldering because that's, especially if it's a lithium ion battery, that's just like a really bad idea. Um, so what I'm gonna do instead is this little red wire is soldered here, and so I'm gonna unsolder this, plug it in, solder it, and then solder it back, deal with all the PCB stuff, and then solder it back to the PCB. Okay, that's the plan. Here we go. So now I need my handy dandy goggles. We turn the soldering iron on. Oh, this is out of batteries. I think this is out of batteries. I might need my actual soldering iron. Yeah. Oh, fun, because that might have been... Okay, all right, well, we'll pause one more time. Okay, here we go. Safety goggles on. Soldering iron on. We tin the tip. Okay, and now what I'm going to do is heat up the solder joint and pull with the tweezers at the same time so it comes undone. Come on. Come on, honey bear. All right, we're gonna switch hands because my right hand is more better. There we go. Okay, boom. All right, and now we can get some space in here. You know what? We're just gonna take this freaking battery out for now. Okay. And I need to... Okay, so this is gonna get plugged in. There's this tiny little wire coming out. And apologies for only having one camera, so I'm just gonna narrate it. Okay, so we plug it in. Plug it in. Plug it in, plug it in. Oh my goodness, what is happening? Oh, you know, maybe I should solder that tiny freaking wire to this thing first. Oh, but I only have one. Okay, so that's gonna be real fun. And difficult to do. But you know what? I believe in myself. Okay, so we're gonna tin the tip and get some solder on that. We'll solder on that, friend. Okay. And then I'm gonna try and avoid burning myself. So I wonder if I can use the tweezers. Honestly though, soldering is legit safer than hot glue guns. I've burned myself way more often than with hot glue guns than with soldering iron. Okay, add some solder to that shit. Come on. Dry, please. Did that work? Did that work? Oh my goodness. Okay. I think that worked. Alright, and now we plug this fucking thing in. Okay. This tiny thing in. Okay, here, I'm gonna try and show you so you can just see what I'm working with here. Tiny little wires. So it's right there. Let's see if I can get the light to hit it. So tiny. Okay, so that's what I soldered. And now I have to plug it into this little slot. I will say it's smart that they added a plug because it makes it less likely that jostling will break it free. But I might have melted the plug a little bit. Oopsie poopsie. Or maybe it's just at the wrong angle. And I really don't want to break this tiny wire. Jeez, surprisingly, soldering that was easier than plugging it back in. Alright, so Repairing is often also an exercise in patience with yourself. I say this to remind myself, oh shitballs, did I undo my solder? Fuck. Oh, come on. Alright, come on. Okay. Maybe. Oh, come on, what is happening here? I might need a magnifying glass. Alright, time for magnifying glass. And actually, well, it's probably okay, but I am going to tin the tip while it's waiting. You want to keep your soldering iron tip shiny, because then it prevents it from getting burned. Alright, so that's better. Maybe. Maybe that's better. Oh, but now my fingers are huge. Okay, maybe that's not better. Alright, temporarily, since I'm not soldering, I'm going to take those off because those are kind of getting in the way. Alright, so let me just inspect my work. Nope. Okay, we're going to inspect my work and try not... Alright, I might need to resolder this. It's really hard to see. Oh, yep, and it came off. Okay, cool. But you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna try to use the helping hands this time. That might help. Maybe. Doesn't always work, but can't hurt to try. Since I only have 2 hands, and one's gotta work the soldering iron. Okay. And I wonder, okay, let's be careful with the soldering iron that's on. Okay, we're gonna use that. Oh, wait, you know what? Maybe I can just use this to keep the lid up. The PCB up. This is why I don't normally film the things that I fix. Oh my goodness. Okay. Okay. Safety goggles. Because honestly, the most dangerous part about soldering is if a little tiny piece of solder flew into your eye. It's very, very unlikely, but I like my eyes. So just like I wear a bike helmet, I wear safety goggles. Okay, fuck balls. Come on. Oh, that's... Nope. Okay, that's magnetic. Want to be careful with that. Oops, nope, don't do that. Okay, well that smells like burning plastic. That's fun. Oh, that's real bad. Oh, fun cancer. Okay. Well, now I'm just burning this thing. Shit. Oh, yeah, whoops. That's not the part. Okay. Let's see. So I have two options. I can keep trying this, or I can add another wire. And I'm actually kind of tempted to just add another wire because I kind of hate this plug at this moment. So yeah, you know what? That's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna take one of these. And oh look, another magnet. Okay, I'm gonna take one of these, which is a jumper cable for breadboard. I have a hilarious amount of these and I don't feel like dealing with wire at the moment, so I'm just gonna do that. Cut off the end, strip the thing, and now we have a regular wire. Okay. And this is what I'm gonna say, fuck this tiny wire. And instead I am going to solder this wire in place of this. You can see how I kind of burned it. Boop. Oops. Okay. Alright, and so it's this wire that I need to solder to. Oops! Look! Helping hands fell apart. Oopsie poopsie, get back in there, please. Okay. 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 So I wonder if I can wedge something in there to give me some more space. Safety goggles. Okay. And nope, don't do that. I've never soldered this close to a magnet before. I'm kind of surprised how tricky it is. Okay, was that it? Nope, that wasn't it. Oopsies, I burned the wire a little bit. Oh, this is tricky. This is a tricky soldering joint. Mostly just because it's like really hard to get in here. Okay, let's try coming at it from this angle. Now my helping hands are in the way. Okay. I think what I'm going to do is, I think I need to move that because I can't really get at it with this in the way. Okay. So we're going to try something else. No. Oh, that's worse. Okay. Let me try that. Okay. All right. maybe. Oh, God damn it. Crap. Okay, next attempt is to just take out the speaker entirely. Because the wire is now so small that connects to the speaker that I'm not totally sure I can solder to it. Oh, I love tools that are magnetic. Okay. Okay. Speakers out. All right. Oh, yeah, I've totally fucking destroyed that wire. Probably should have taken out the speaker from the beginning, but here we are. Okay. All right, let's try this. Okay. All right, and this might actually work this time. Soldering iron's been sitting a little, so let's put some new solder on it. Okay, we'll hold it for now, and we're gonna connect this wire to this speaker wire, and hopefully it's long. Speaker wire is hopefully still long enough to get something to solder to it. Okay. Let's see. Oh, please let that have worked. Oh my goodness. All right, we're gonna let it solidify. Oh. Oh. Okay. I think that worked. Oh, that's really flimsy though. That makes me nervous. But if it works, it works. Okay. All right, so now I need to put the speaker back in place. Let's not burn myself. Okay. Oh my God, and the wire came off. All right, okay, I need a break. Sometimes that happens. I need a break. I'll come back to this later. We will return for the grand finale of trying to fix this tiny little speaker.